Hey, this is Glendon, and the Hustler Mindset Project is going on steroids in 2013. It's been 90 days. It was a new project. I'm always saying, hey, throw something out, get started, do something. And I follow my own advice because I'm not afraid to fail. For some people, it's utter calamity. It's the most horrible thing in the world. If they fail, if they do something that doesn't work out, then they cry in their coffee. Well, the Hustler Mindset Project has exceeded my expectations. I did not know I would have that many people to sign up. So I decided to make it better. Many people are like, what is the Hustler Mindset? There are many folks who are predicated on me just doing storage auction stuff. But if you've been a long time watcher, subscriber, viewer of this channel, I've talked about everything. And if you really peep the game, my storage auction company was a technology-based company. How many times did I say 68% of our revenues were generated online or from online sources? How many times have I said that? We didn't even open up Monday through Friday with the store because we were making more money online than anywhere else. But, you know, people are kind of like wedded to the old school. I'm going to buy a unit. I'm going to flip it here and there, get some cash, stay under the radar, and you're going to limit your growth. You're only going to go so far doing that. Yes, it sucks that now PayPal will turn your ass in after 20 grand. And if you're really hustling, you're going to get there in a few months. Just in sales. It's going to happen. We're only talking about, say you're doing $3,000 a month. Bam, you're going to get there really quickly. 6 to 8 months, you're going to be there. And that's just at the 3 grand level. So, you know, people are like, get this thing a little twisted. But I've just decided to do some stuff because I don't know if you've noticed, but the channel has changed. I'm always in experimentation mode. There's all the stuff that's going on. And like I said, I will try anything because you can assume how something's going to work out. And until you do it, you just don't know. It's just like these football games, these basketball games. X team is supposed to win. LSU was supposed to beat Clemson. Didn't happen. Florida was supposed to beat Louisville. Didn't happen. So until you play the game, you don't know what's going to happen. So I did all this experimentation. Everything's changing. I'm getting rid of all other channels. Getting rid of them because I don't need them. Because I was sitting down watching. It's like, CBS has all of these shows on this one channel. And that's what I'm going to do versus you're over here, over there. And the thing is, one of the reasons I started splintering out is because people are like, well, I want the Hustler Mindset over here and I want it over here because I don't want to see the other stuff and I don't want to see the other stuff. And I found myself doing things that I really didn't want to do because it's like, you know, if you're in the service industry or you're trying to serve people, you try stuff. I tried it. It didn't work out. And it created more work. It didn't work, it created more work, so it's gotta go. So all other channels are going. If you have noticed some other stuff, the methodology of the Hustler Mindset is changed substantially. Because, you know, people want resale training, but then they also want someone who's actually doing it, who's out there, so they can share their experiences. I have been where you are. I was the guy working out of my garage. I got up until a 10,000 square foot warehouse, storefront, big trucks, crews. I'm not going back to working out my garage to show some stuff because I thought about it. It's like, well, maybe if I just... And the thing is, what's your mission? What do you really want to accomplish? Do you want to get back in the resale business to train people how to do resale stuff? Or do you want to go somewhere else? And I want to go somewhere else. More with personal development, how to use technology, how to make money online, publishing, blogging. Those are going to be the core things of the Hustler Mindset. I'm going to hire people to help the members of the Hustler Mindset do bigger and better things because it's about embracing technology, it's about learning new stuff, and it's about doing things you've never done before. Because a lot of people, and I've gotten a lot of emails, and it's like, hey, you know, maybe you should just go to an auction no, fuck you. I'm not going to any auctions because I already know I know what's going to happen. I was catching hell before the TV shows because I bought a lot of units. I already know what's going to happen. And really, You want someone to approve something for you, because there's a bunch of people that watch this channel and they took their ass out to the auction, got a little taste, bought the books, and were making money. You have to do something to be something. So I'm elevating my game, and most people are not coming along for the ride, which is cool. Everything's not for everything. You know, everything's not for everyone. That's just life. It's not. So I'm looking out to serving people who really want to do some stuff, because we had a great conference call Wednesday with the Hustler Mindset. There was a lot of energy. People were exchanging ideas, and it was just getting better. And that's what I want to see. And I need a certain type of person that's going to do that, because as this thing grows, it's going to be awesome. Because I'm going to tell you some things. I'm in discussion with some sponsorship deals, talking to some people. As I learn how to do that, I'm going to teach people in the hustler mindset how to do the same thing. Because it's going to be about building businesses, about building you, making yourself better, better health, better mentality, how to really use your brain. Because it's the hustler mindset project. You have to change your mindset to be successful. You can't be who you are, thinking like you're thinking, and do different shit. It's not going to happen. And that's what so many people want to do. They want to stay exactly the same, and someone brings or creates something that meshes with their sameness and will produce these different results. I can save you a lot of time and frustration. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to change who you are to meet the world. The world's not going to change for you. And that's what many, many people want. They want the world to change. There's this saying by Ashley Brilliant. It's like, I want less corruption or equal opportunity to participate in it. Because essentially that's when people say, man, I wish life was fair. It's like you wish you could do what they're doing. You just don't have the courage. But that's what that's about. So another thing that I'm doing is the Storage Auction Shogun podcast, because I kind of debated, and I was like, okay, what can I bring to the storage auction community that's going to be relevant? And I thought about it. There's no one really talking about lien laws. You know, I've got email out to an attorney. I'm going to talk to storage auction managers. And then this is where it gets cool. There are some players on YouTube, and I'm going to bring them on the podcast. We already got Chad, you know, Termini Magazine, Brent, O-Unit Product. They're coming on the podcast. We just got to set up the dates. And then there will be more people, because what I'm going to do is game recognizes game. I know who's actually a poser on YouTube and who's real. And there's a difference. There's a big difference between the posers and the real people. And I'm going to reach out to the real people and say, hey, do you want to come on the show and talk about your story? So that's what I can do for the storage auction and the resale game. In terms of going to auctions and, you know, showing you the exact stuff to buy, that shit changes every year. What's hot this year may not be hot next year. There may only be that. No, what I can do is create a methodology, strategy for you to build a business. That's what I'm really good at. I can build businesses. So I don't care if you're picking, I don't care if you're a storage auction, I can help you create a better business, because that's my role, that creating those processes, connecting the dots, and putting stuff together. Totally different stuff that's going on in the hustler mindset. And I said it for, you know, a long time. I was going to raise the price because I'm increasing the value. You know, everyone that signed up for the hustler mindset and is at 25 bucks and stays subscribed, you're in for life. Your price is never going to change. Okay, the next deal is 50 bucks because I'm going to hire someone to help the members. Once again, you come in at 50, it's never going up, because as I add more stuff and bring more resources, the price is going up. But if you come in, that's where you stay. It's like when you buy that stock at $10, regardless of what it does after, you only paid $10 to get in. And a lot of people are like, I'm going to wait. And a lot of people do this. They buy stocks just before it becomes a sell. They're like, okay, it's looking good, you know, price to earning ratio and all this stuff. And then they come up on the high side and just like, nah, I'm not going to take a risk. I'm not going to buy it when it's that $10. Going to wait until it's 150. Then you're going to get in. You don't make money like that, player. You just don't. But that's what most people do. And that's why the average investor in the market really doesn't make a lot of money. They really don't. Don't believe me. Do the research. But That's what's going to be kicking off in the Hustler Mindset. It's $49.95. I'm just letting you know, once I get these resources, and I'm going to tell you, once these sponsorship, I should also say, your best deal, and this is not me bullshitting you, your best deal is to go ahead and sign up at $50 because before the end of the month, there will be the Craigslist module. And I'm building this. What's going to happen is, if you don't want the rest of it, you don't have to buy it. But it's going to be $99.95. And there'll be a separate module. You can go in, sign up, watch the videos, you get the book, all that stuff. But that's all you're going to get. The people who are in the Hustler Mindset Project, I made the decision today, all books, all audio books, you're getting as a part of membership. If you wanted a printed book, there would be an extremely discounted price for that. So that's the new thing. So if you are in the Hustler Mindset and you're worried about, you don't have to worry about pay your monthly fee, you're good for everything else. So that's how it's going to go. And there's some important stuff that has kicked off. I'm just like freaking excited because, in terms of the storage auction business, I don't make anywhere near as much money doing this as I did as a full-time storage auction buyer with a partner, trucks, and insurance. But let's really break that down. I don't spend the money I used to spend. I used to spend tens of thousands of dollars every month. Rent, employees, insurance, workers' comp, all that crap. That's a lot of money. I'm not spending that on something else. I don't drive. I fill up my car twice a month, if that. So it's a trade-off. I don't have all that money I was making, but I have way more freedom. And that's the reason I am pivoting toward blogging, self-development, all these other things, because with the tools that are in place right now, you can make a serious income working from home, selling a great service, a product. There's so many opportunities. So that's what the Hustler Mindset is going to be about on the income side. Because the thing is, right now I am currently reading the $100 Startup. If you don't have that book, get that book. I highly suggest you go to Audible and take advantage of their special and get the audio book. Just my thoughts, but you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Kindle. I don't know Chris LeBeau, but I know the book's awesome because the prologue I felt was my life, because I'm listening to it, and when you are a person that works for yourself or you work from home and most of your friends have regular jobs, they don't get it. They're looking at you like you're crazy. You tell them how to do it, you walk them down the trail, and they're like, I need to go out and get a regular job where I'm going to get a regular paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, and they can't even see it because it's just strange to them. Oh, I was dating chicks, and I was like, yeah, this is what I do. And it's like, one thing I said, you really make money doing that? That pays the bills? And she came to my place, and she was like, oh, your place is not. And she was still, it's just her mind could not grasp the concept. People can't. But for the first time, well, I'm going to say the second time in history, because when America was formed, everyone was pretty much self-employed. Believe it or not, you had to grow your own crops, you had to make your own clothes, and whatever excess you had, you sold to your neighbors. Everyone, for the most part, was self-employed until the industrial age. But right now, there is so much freaking opportunity. And just letting you know, we're going hard in 2013. This is one of the most exciting things I've ever done in my freaking life, because I'm getting to meet people. I'm getting to actually see people grow. Like, I'm going to give out a dude, and I'm going to just say it, Jake Smith, who's in the group. I didn't know if Jake was going to make it, because when Jake came on the scene, it was just looking kind of janky for Jake. Then, here it is, well over a year later, and Jake's hiring people for his business. And I'm just sitting there like, and I saw that. So even if you think that you can't do it, you don't know until you try. You really don't know until you try. So that's the deal. That's what's going on. All this other stuff's about to disappear. It's just going to be a few things, but this is going to be the only channel, because all the other ones are just going to go away. And I'm going to do a video like, hey, in 30 days this channel's going to go away, and I'm just going to delete them and move on and just focus here, because that way it's just going to be easier. It's going to be simpler. I'm all about efficiency and what makes sense. Because I've done a little research and I've watched a lot of big YouTubers. I've watched people with damn near 1 million subscribers, and they create a secondary channel or a third channel or a fourth channel, and none of those channels they don't even do half as well as the first channel. And there are some people who've started some like shortly after they started the and it's the same effect. So instead of spinning my wheels and doing this, and like I said, there's going to be so much stuff that's coming. There's so many things that I want to teach people, but I want to teach people who are going to actually do something with the information. That's the thing. That's the secret sauce for me, because if I'm just telling you something, I sent it out to the Hustler Mindset. If I wanted to make more money, I could have went to one of those storage auction list companies and pimped this shit out. I could have caked this shit out of the ways, kind of sat back and just like, hey, they'll find out it's hard. I didn't have to be this honest. But the thing is, long term, this is going to benefit me more so than what I call, that was short-term money if I went for that, or if I was that type of person. Because I'll tell you, by not partnering with those people, $250,000 is what I passed up. That's how much money we're talking about, because they put a lot of time and effort into their business. And I'm not going to attack their business. I'm just going to say I don't believe in the business model because of what I know about storage auctions and what I know about the whole legal process from A to Z. You do your own work, you're going to come across better units, and you're going to have a better chance of getting a ooh-wee unit. That's how I got a lot of my ooh-wee units, from doing that grunt work, making those phone calls, spending hours on the phone. But hey, many people are looking for the shortcut or the push button solution. And I'm telling you, just like I put in that video, there's no magic pill. There's no shortcuts. There's better methods. There are better strategies. I will give you that. But they're all covered up in something called work. So if you want to work, you want to do something different, check out the Hustler Mindset. And there's a private video channel where I'm going to put, and I'll just keep it real, that's where the nasty videos are going to go, because I'm sick and tired if I put up anything that's controversial, it gets flagged or pulled down because someone's like, I'm offended. So that's going on too. If you're part of the Hustler Mindset, you get that for free. But that's pretty much the deal. So I will see you in the next video.